Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Vi, and we'll be trying out the... what's it called? The Grand Heist, the new adventure they had added to the normal campaign. I fully expect things to be rather easy. A killer among us. If one of the foe's units was killed this round, grant their units +1/+1. My Vi is 5 stars and I do have an epic relic slotted in, but considering how the adventure they had with the Elder Dragon was on the harder side, maybe this will put up a decent amount of challenge. Is this a mid-boss? Is this 2 mid-bosses on this adventure? And it has a vicious enemy there. It is an interesting layout. Let's see how things play out. Higher education, new student, little buddies. Vi naturally has some synergy with drawing cards, so I'm going to pick up higher education. Let's see if it proves to be a good decision or not. Ooh, the opponent only starts with 20 health. Yeah, it's going to be rough for him. From position, as the curtain rises, will blossom or will bomb explodes. I don't know what that was. I'm as in the dark as you are. Sure, let's play the patrol wardens, that's cheap. Wait. The Emperor's Dice has hunting trophy. I was wondering why my unit had 1 less attack. I'll deal with it.
The desert by my side.
I'm going to need blocker for that, and I'll probably be able to mystic shot down one of the attackers as well. Let's do this. It might be a bit excessive to want to preserve my health total this much, but I think it's a necessity, mostly to keep my units relatively healthy. Let's just play some cards out, try to get Vi to a decent amount of attack.
The world in a grain of sand.
A desert to bury our food.
And last we drop on the Eager Apprentice to draw 1 and give all of my units +1 attack. And oh, the opponent is able to survive. Can Mystic Shot something? Further increase the attack power of my units? Yeah, that's enough to achieve lethal. A decent first game. Hopefully things stay this way until the end. I have no idea what challenges will end up facing later on. The grand finale doesn't really reveal anything. Perhaps Action will be the final boss, or Jin, considering that we just saw that thing with the trap, the Lotus trap. I guess Misfortune is the best choice, mostly because it has the most items on the cards on it. Yeah, sure, let's go for Misfortune. Scribe of Sorrows, shop, or gold chest. Let's go for the shop. Try to get rid of the money we have saved up. Mountain's Peak is tempting, but I feel like it might benefit the opponents more than me, because my curve is very low. So let's reroll once. Sure, starting with a unit on board means that we'll actually benefit from the Piltover's Finest effect. Well, at least when it comes to buffing it. Force Chief with the Entrancing Lure is very tempting, because the extra card draw means that my units get further buffs. I'm going to pick it up just because of that reason. But we had another shop coming up. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that much money. Suppose equipped units have +2/+2 in the impact. The foe creates 2 decimates on the bottom of its deck at the round start. Sure. I mean, that just means eventually the opponent is going to start dealing me more damage to my Nexus a turn. And in that case, I just have to be as aggressive as possible. The sparring student gets summoned after I draw the cards. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm going to hold the Misfortune. I want it to get at least 1 impact. Well, it has 2 impact now. Is that all you're going to do? Just summon Preservariums? That doesn't seem like a very exciting game plan. But I see why. It's because this way you can draw into the decimates. Let's summon the Island Navigator. Careful preparation. I'm going to pass. Next turn, Misfortune gets released. Yep. Oh, but she loses the impact. No, actually, she still has the impact. Nice. That's what I was worried about. And game over. Because the opponent was just way too slow. Yeah, that's not enough, opponent. Sorry. What should I buy here? By the way this deck is working out, I don't think I really need anything else. Full Shark is interesting, I suppose. It's more card draw, which is always good. Maybe if I could get some cost reduction for my units, that would be good to dump out my hand. Unfortunately, I can't buy the Trifarian Might. Recruit set. Recruit action. Recruit Twisted Fate. Sand Thrasher Sprawl. When the foe summons a unit, grow its stats 1 more than the player's strongest unit. When the foe plays a spell, give their unit split 3+0 this round. Each time one of the foe's units challenges a unit, the foe's unit captures it. if this is going to add one of these champions to my deck, then I should pick the Twisted Fate, because it has the most synergy with our Vi and our powers. At least that's what I think. Sheriff Lariat Rose. I'll toss the gotcha, keep everything else. Sounds like a plan. You know, I was expecting graves, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. There will be no collusion in my jail, hands behind your back. Sure, let's go for the Forge Chief. Really? An interesting decision. Ah, right. The opponent just captures whatever he challenges. Forgot about that part. But now I have a really aggressive board.
Fortune favors the bold.
I really doubt the opponent's going to be able to deal with it this or that easily. So let's attack like so. We almost kill the opponent with a single attack. Next turn I only have to use Mystic Shot and he loses. Just like that. That was underwhelming. Because I worried I was going to have to deal with a constant threat of having my units challenged and captured. But as it turns out... Ooh, I guess I owe you one. Where to next, partner? Twisted Fate's favor. Game start, create Twisted Fate in hand and reduce its cost by 1. Okay, that's cool. Quick Strike Blade is redundant with my Cease and Desist. So I guess Ancient Coin on Vi. Make her cheaper to play. And for the cutting of a card, I suppose the Crackshot Corsair is the weakest. Or the Patrol Wardens. I'm going to get rid of the Patrol Wardens. Okay, finally we reached the mid-boss. Let's see if it's as hard as I think it is. The Clock Hand. The foe summons a Clock Hand and the player summons the Vault. Play the right cards to open it and win the game. That's interesting. When you default, when you play 2 cost card, advance me 2. When I count down, I change my activation number. Count down 24, you win the game. Yeah, that was something they created for this adventure, right? 888 health. Honestly, I think dealing this much damage to an opponent's Nexus is doable with some setups. I don't know if this will be the case, but yeah, we can definitely do this much damage to the enemy Nexus sometimes. I have one 2 cost card. Should I play it? I'll play the Crackshot Corsair and then I'll play the 2 cost card. There goes my attack, I guess. Well, a 2, then it goes up to a 3, interesting. Is the game plan just to go ahead and play 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row? Maybe. if that's the case, then I just need to stall out the game for a bit. Oh, it changed from 3 to 0. Do I even have a 0 cost card in my deck? I don't think so. The opponent's just doing things. I'm not even paying attention. Or I'm not even paying that much attention. You can do whatever. I can't do anything at this point. Do I want to block with the Twisted Fate? Honestly, no. Let's keep him around. I feel like this game will last long enough for it to be relevant. Ooh, 4 now. Okay. I kinda wanted to play the vibe, but I don't think I can, unfortunately. I think I should just go double full shark into Lockling. Just like so. Then we draw a veteran investigator to keep drawing. Then I'm just going to attack with my Lockling and 1 unit. I'm mostly curious to see if the damage sticks. Okay, it appears the damage sticks. So realistically I could eventually whittle down the opponent's Nexus. It's just a matter of you probably can't. Let's do this. Vi is already leveled up. And then I'm going to drop her down. With Vi leveled up, I'm mostly just going to keep playing for a control game plan, I think. Or a more controlling style of game. I might be able to level up Twisted Fate here actually. Augmented Lockling into a veteran investigator is a level up of Twisted Fate. Yeah. And now I'm going to have access to even more value. Yeah, sure, I'll keep drawing in, playing cards. The opponent has a way to never deck out. Okay, I see. So they really expect you to just go ahead and play with the vault in order to win. Well, let's go ahead and attack like so. It probably doesn't accomplish much of anything. Oh, the opponent doesn't even bother with blocking. Yeah, he knows he's safe. He has 800 plus health. But now I'm curious, can I actually reach a point where I can go ahead and deal 800 damage to the opponent's Nexus? Ooh, that was very aggressive out of nowhere. Fortunately, I can refill my board rather easily. Ooh, Misfortune has 10 impact, that's cool. Honestly, I'm going to drop her down and try to go for the level up on the Misfortune, just because it sounds fun. Let's attack like so. First, see what the opponent does. He just lets it go through. Oh, in that case, I'm going to attack again. And I'll pull this guy here. The damage is starting to accumulate, mostly because Vi is getting a lot of impact stacks. Let's just buff up my board, increase the damage I deal a little bit. Let's do this. I'll keep playing with the vault just to win. An artifact with dark and mysterious powers. It's for the hard work partner. That was interesting. Nice that they are branching out and trying to introduce different win conditions for some of the encounters. Makes the game makes runs more interesting when you play spells. Close spell copy it onto the same targets. Targeting an ally, we don't do that. I guess we're picking Fixer Upper. Sure, let's go for the Vicious Enemy Pursue Ezreal. Round end, if the foe has 50 plus Nexus 12, they win the game. When the foe gains the attack token, they gain 15 Nexus 12. That means we need to be very aggressive. This is also an interesting mechanic for a fight. You need to keep the opponent's health down, otherwise they win. Round end, if the foe has 15 Nexus health, they win the game. So theoretically, okay, I was about to say, then if I don't deal any damage at the round end, he just wins the game. That's not fair, or it doesn't seem that fair. Okay, the opponent appears to have a decent amount of stall options. Fortunately, I can deal the 18 damage right away on the first turn. In the heals 15. That's fine. Let's Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate doesn't really do anything. That Ruin Runner is going to deal a lot of damage. I don't really have a good block option. Guess we're doing Island Navigator. Yeah, that's fine. I have to take the 11. Let's just set it up so that the next turn I draw one extra card, and that will be how I try to win the game. We drop down Misfortune, and we attack like so. And hopefully this is enough to win the game. We do 31 damage, 28. Oh, the opponent keeps debuffing my units. 18. But if I remove that, 26, okay, I did it. I have to say that was a little bit more worrisome than I figured it would be. I started out worried, then I lost my worry, but once the opponent started debuffing everything with Rolling Sands, with hunting trophies, I started to get worried again. But it turns out everything was fine. Do I want the 6-drop Siren? Honestly, no. Might as well just pick that up. Then we go for the power. Sorcery. We have a lot of spells. We have Gotcha, we have the Mystic shots, the Poro cannons, and that's about it. So no, not a lot of spells. But we do have a bit to get to the last boss. So maybe I'll just pick up spells along the way. What lies beneath? When the player plays their first unit each round, if there are 5 plus units in play, the foe has a 50% chance to summon a Dune Swallower. Okay, so basically don't fill up your board too much, is what I'm getting from this fight. That's going to be a problem, considering walk up be careful when traversing the runes, you never know what might be lurking beneath the sands. Is the opponent going to try to flood my board? Is that going to be the gimmick?
Would you look at this place?
Honestly, it might be.
What is it for you?
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, that's interesting. The opponent has Lurk and this gimmick. Ooh, Widling with Lurk. That's cool. This is an interesting setup for a fight. I go for the misfortune. Honestly, I'm tempted to go misfortune for chief.
Fortune favors the bold.
That's exactly what I'll do.
You're gonna take your own
Then I'm going to attack like so. I should have gone for the scout attack, but what am I thinking? I forgot that was a thing that happens.
Keep it up.
My bad. Let's discard this card. It's a little bit too high cost. And yeah, this is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Should I remove the thing with the gotcha? Whatever I play here, I'll run the risk of making the opponent summon a Dune Swallower. Okay, I guess it's not a risk, it's a guarantee. I just guarantee that I summon a Dune Swallower for the opponent. And the Dune Swallower has Overwhelm and Lurk. Because of course it does. Let's just do this.
Came a long way.
And then that there. Let's hope for the best. Well, now my board is a little bit cleared up. So hopefully, when I play Vi next turn, I won't summon a Dune Swallower. I'm going to summon a Dune Swallower here, aren't I? Yep, I should have figured. I should have figured things weren't going to be that easy. Well, at the very least, the opponent's already very close to death.
Hit 'em where it hurts.
So I can just do an attack like so,
Sail.
and hopefully kill him with impact alone.
My worries. Not that I needed it.
And it's over. I did lose 20 health in the process, however. For a 50% chance of summoning a Dune Swallower, the opponent summoning 2 back-to-back is a bit disheartening. It's still alright. Fun Club President. Manifest a spell that costs 5 and set its cost to 2, I believe that's what the text says. And it's actually a 2-cost unit. Honestly, that seems fair. I'm going to pick it up. And we're going for the shop. Give it all. Weapons of the Lost. Communal mana flow. Sure. What's the worst that can happen by giving the opponent mana? And that seems fine. Weapons of the Lost, it costs 8. That's a bit too expensive, isn't it, though? Let's reroll once. Maybe we get better powers or spells. Well, we don't get better spells, but we get an astute academic with a buff. And we can give the crackshot corsair an item. That's decent enough, I think. And for a card cut, I'm tempted to cut the Poro Cannon. Or maybe the Veteran Investigator. It's the only card in my deck that doesn't have an item at this point, so sure. Let's cut him. Ezreal, Corrupted, Curse of Omniscience. The first card the foe plays each round costs Nexus health instead of mana. I definitely didn't
Wait, where are we going?
I definitely didn't expect the final boss to be Ezreal. I guess this entire thing was orchestrated by Jin or something. That's what I've been getting at from the flavor text in the pre-encounter screens. Oh, I should have mulliganed the Island Navigator. What am I doing? That's a very hard to remove Ezreal. What's the first card I play? Well, at the very least it doesn't have the normal Ezreal power where he gets a Mystic Shot Barrage or a Static Shock and then a Mystic or a True Shot Barrage for or basically free every turn. I'm going to go for the Island Navigator. The opponent takes 3. Let's attack like so. That's a Static Shock that refills the opponent's spell mana. Sure, let's toss this upstairs. Draw an extra card. Shimmering Mirage. Could be worse. At the very least he's using it now, not when he has leveled up Ezreal. But the opponent does seem like he has a scary combo setup. Evil Imperfectionist. Let's see what spells I can get. Ooh, this will be good if I had that one ally that I have, the Tez Fury. Unfortunately, I don't have it in hand. I'm going to take a bunch of damage here. And the opponent's even going to get to play Mystic Shots. I'll just summon a Clockling and hope for the best. Ouch. I can drop this guy down. Next turn I draw 2 at the round start. He also absorbs 1 Mystic Shot, which I desperately needed. Let's go Misfortune Island Navigator Castigate. Well, fortunately he's doing it now instead of later, after I play the Island Navigator. Never mind, he has 2 of those. Just to ensure that I don't get to attack. Or that I don't get to attack that easily. I'm picking up the wild claws. If I can get it to work by using them on Vi, that's definitely going to be a plus. Let's attack like so.
You're between me and gloom.
Force the opponent to a block. I think I'll hold. Next turn I'll play Vi. Yeah, I'm going to play Vi. Vi is going to kill something. One of the Azraels. Curse of the Tomb. Predict, then what? I've never seen this card before. It's probably been created for this adventure specifically. Predict, give a unit I take double damage this, then if I would die, obliterate me this round. Okay, fortunately my Vi has barrier, so that's alright.
That's how we do it.
And just as a safety precaution, I am actually going to give Vi the Golden Aegis right away. Let's block like so. You can target Vi with a Mystic Shot, but all I have to do is draw. I might have been able to go for the Ingvar Apprentice instead. It would have been safer, but this is still fine. And now I go for the Wild Claws on the Azrael to deal a bunch of damage. And game over. It cost me actually a decent amount of health to win the game. I wonder if I would have been able to pull it off if I didn't have Vi at 5 stars. I might have been unable to do it, especially right there at the end. Also the extra buffer of health I had, instead of the normal amount I had the extra health because of the gem upgrades. Without it I don't think I would have been able to pull off the win. Yeah, this is definitely a challenging adventure. But yeah, this will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.